I was going to ask for how Israel props up Hamas. What's the specific allegation that they allowed money that Qatar was sending them through, that they didn't continue to sanction money?
Well, it depends. If you go back in history, they aided and abetted the rise of Hamas in the first place. The Shin Bet and the Mossad both working together did that in beginning, I believe, in 1988 and into... I think that's right. And into the 1990s was when they did that in the first place, was to divide and for the purpose of dividing and conquering the Palestinians. As far as Netanyahu's policy, I'm not exactly sure when the Qatari money began.
It was in the early aughts.
But there was Israeli money that was going directly to them first before they got the Qataris to do it. And then I have an article that I would recommend to you. Is called Netanyahu's Support for Hamas Backfired. And in there, I have all the sources and hyperlinks for you there for tons of sources and from mostly Israeli press and quoting Likud after Likud after Likud, parliamentarian and propagandist, explaining why this is a brilliant Machiavellian strategy to make the Europeans, the Americans, and the Tel Aviv liberals shut up about a Palestinian state. Because as long as Hamas rules the Palestinian state, we have a no one to talk to certificate, and we can say, we have no partner for peace. It's always these little cliches, right? That you're supposed to be easy to memorize. We have no partner for peace. Say it with me now. We have no partner for peace. And that means we get to kill them all and steal all their property. See what a great gimmick
I'm
that
trying
is?
to understand. I think it's a little bit of a stretch to say because they allowed sanctioned money from Qatar to eventually go in that they like prop them up. I think it's stripping away.
No, that's what they said.
Can I please, Scott?
That's
I
what
let
they
you talk
said.
for minutes, please.
Sure, but that's what they said.
Great. So I think it's a stretch because you're really stripping the agency from the Palestinians. To think like the Palestinians don't support Hamas, I think you're kind of deluding yourself to think that like the reason that Hamas is in power is because of the Israelis. When they had their last election, Scott, please don't. When they had their last election, they elected Hamas. And I think this also speaks to some of, isn't it, Scott, right? When they had their last election, they elected Hamas?
Well, let's zoom in a little bit. In fact, what happened was George W. Bush and Condoleezza Rice forced them to hold an election was step one. Step two was that Hamas did not win a majority in a single district anywhere in Palestine, in the West Bank or the Gaza Strip. They won a meager plurality in the parliament in Gaza. And then George W. Bush, Elliott Abrams, Ehud Olmert, and see, who is the, it's still Hosni Mubarak in Egypt, all worked together to try to do a coup, to overthrow Hamas and put Fatah in power.
You don't think Hamas is popular among the Gazans?
I'm just telling you the history of what happened was
I know, but you're beating around the point.
They won a bare plurality, not a majority in a single district anywhere. And this was in 2006.
You could say that of Likud in Israel too, by the way.
When half of the population of the Gaza Strip were under 18 and unable to vote anyway. And then...
You're deluding yourself to think these people don't support Hamas, brother.
And
you're
then
really deluding yourself. Like, I don't understand. You don't think these people in Gaza support Hamas?
And then they did this failed coup.
Even in the West, they support Hamas. They're
called The
apologists for Hamas
Gaza
here in the
Bombshell. It's in Vanity Fair by David Rose, and it's about how Elliott Abrams, the neoconservative, had this great idea that what we'll do is a coup against Hamas, and we'll put Fatah in there, but it backfired, and Hamas grabbed all their guns and ran Fatah out of there. And so, no, you're telling me, you're sitting at this table telling me the people of the Gaza Strip have popular sovereignty and the rule of law, and that Hamas is the duly elected power in the Gaza Strip, which is nothing but an Israeli
I know
prison
the people
camp.
in Gaza
They're
support
nothing but
Hamas.
you know what they are?
And even here, their supporters support Hamas.
They're the Aryan nations running a prison. They're the Crips running the black part of a
with
prison.
With the Israelis, it's damned if you do, damned if you don't. If you don't let the money go in, then they're in a starving. They're in a starving prison. You didn't let their money in.
Hey, Elad, we got to move on.
And then you let their money in. Oh, you're supporting and propping up Hamas.
It's really we got to move on.
We could always.
Thanks for checking out this clip from Timcast IRL. Make sure to watch the show live Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. Subscribe to this channel, and we will see you all there.